In today's video on astrology, Aquarius, the water bearer. Hey everyone, welcome to AstroScoop. This is Jeff, the astrology coaching channel that does a deep dive into the planets and signs of the zodiac. Today's video is Aquarius, the water bearer. The ruler is Uranus or Uranus. Aquarius runs from approximately January 21st to right up to February 18th or 19th, depending on your birth year. And for many areas in the world, this is midwinter, coming from the heavy sign of Capricorn into the lighter, more intellectual sign, air sign of Aquarius. We're going to focus on the fixed intellectual air sign of Aquarius. The symbol of Aquarius is the water bearer. The water bearer is depicted as a man or a woman pouring electricity or a current of knowledge. And knowledge is a key theme for Aquarius people. The key mantra or phrase for Aquarius is I know. And this comes right back to the knowledge that they receive and the knowledge that they give to others. It's very, very important, almost vital, just like breathing and water, for Aquarius people to consume knowledge. So with Aquarius people, Aquarius is sort of a naturally brilliant or intelligent sign and highly intelligent. And if you are an Aquarius or you know anyone that is in your family or friends circle, you'll know that regardless of education, whether someone's a high school graduate, a college graduate, or even has advanced studies, Aquarians, probably more than any other sign, respect the fact that there's so many different types of intelligence in human beings, right? There's emotional intelligence, there's IQ, there are street smarts. So Aquarians are keenly aware of this and possess many different types of intelligence regardless of their actual formal schooling. Now, the higher Aquarius person, a person that's on a higher octave of Uranus, is going to be a selfless, altruistic person that's going to help others with their knowledge and not expect anything back. A lower octave Aquarius person may have the same strength with knowledge and may have the same ability to dispense that knowledge, but they may come across as a know-it-all. Some Aquarius energies can come across as too intellectually opinionated or arrogant. So Aquarius people that are operating on a lower level and haven't evolved or matured have to be careful of that misfire. Aquarius is a fixed air sign, and it's the last air sign out of the 12 signs of the zodiac. So Aquarius more so than Gemini or Libra. Aquarius energy is concentrated. However, there's also sometimes a flighty or otherworldly quality about Aquarius people and the way they think. So simultaneously, there can be this flighty, erratic, intellectual energy while also being very fixed and concentrated. Aquarians generally have very good powers of concentration, more so than their fellow air signs. And as a result, maybe this is why Aquarians are so knowledgeable. They often have the deep curiosity to read and absorb information. Their fixed nature allows them to stick to it a little longer. So Aquarians get a bad rap in the zodiac for being detached, aloof, and even cold. There are many factors in a natal chart or horoscope that indicate warmth, the ability to get along with others, the ability to be kind and generous, and so forth. So I think it's really unfair that older books and blogs and articles will categorize Aquarius people generally as aloof and cold. I think the main reason why that's written about Aquarius is because Aquarius teaches pure clarity and detachment to all the other signs. So if one can remove themselves from messy emotions or a misguided ego, so to speak, Aquarius can teach all the other signs to detach from the messiness and see things clearly and do things in an altruistic manner and an unselfish manner for the good of all. So the positive Aquarius person can be incredibly helpful, generous, and caring to all of community, to their community and all of the world. I think the danger or misfire here is that Aquarian people often prefer to be a spectator, if that makes sense, So Aquarius people are very active mentally, and they physically like to be active. And Aquarius people often have a lot of interests. However, there's something about Aquarius, as opposed to even Gemini or Libra, the other air signs, where Aquarians prefer to spectate and almost not be a part of actually what's going on. And I think it's that reason that sometimes they keep that distance, why they're called aloof or cold. Now, an integrated Aquarius person who's mature and is evolved is probably more comfortable with relationships than a misguided Aquarian. And to be fair to Aquarius, we can all be distant and aloof at times when we're ruminating or chewing over things or dealing with certain emotions that might be too hard to express. So the sign of Aquarius cares in a distant manner, but that's not necessarily cold. A pro tip for Aquarius people in general, or any planet that's in Aquarius in a natal horoscope or chart, is to try to have more constancy, try to be a little more predictable with your routine so that others can trust and feel secure with you. Now, changing it up and breaking outdated systems is part of Aquarius. A little stability and personal warmth are always good things to strive for when you have any Aquarius planet in the chart. Now, I will go into what motivates Aquarius people in an upcoming video, so stay tuned for that, and there'll be many celebrity examples to explain how they use their Aquarius energy. The Aquarius celebrity I picked for this Aquarius video is Steve Perry, the lead singer or former lead singer of Journey. Born January 22nd, 1949, is the former lead singer of the huge arena rock band Journey from the 70s and 80s. Steve Perry is an American singer and songwriter. If you haven't listened to Journey from the 70s or 80s, or even some of his work from the 90s, you need to listen or hear Steve Perry. Steve Perry is very widely known across the entire globe. And of course now Journey is reformed with a new singer. But there's no one like Steve Perry in terms of his singing and his clarity. And this is a really, really big part of why I picked him for this Aquarius video. There's so many Aquarius celebrity and famous people, both living and dead, that express the genius and beauty of Aquarius, but Steve Perry in his Journey songs is just off the chart in my opinion. Steve Perry's articulation, beauty, and clarity are showcased in so many Journey songs. Of course, there's the iconic Don't Stop Believing. There's an amazing song called Send Her My Love, which was one of their hits. There's also Open Arms and Faithfully were monumental hits as well from the group Journey. But if you listen to Steve Perry sing, there is no way as an Aquarian that you can say he's aloof, cold, or unfeeling in his songs. He brings a feeling and he brings a clarity with those feelings to his songs, and that's the magic and genius of Aquarius. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and talking about Aquarius, the first video. Another one's coming soon. Please stay tuned. I have celebrity examples and a lot of new videos coming up. Until the next one, stay safe and be yourself.